Welcome everybody to another episode of Command Combat Battle Reports. Today's battle is a little different. We have the Civil War. This is by Total War. Actually, it's a mod to one of the Total War games. And with me, as always, is Jamie Ball.
Hey, Jeff MacArthur. What's the deal, dude? This is a video game.
Yeah, this is a video game. That's right. We're doing a few of the video games now. This is one of the first ones. Some of you might have seen my miniatures of my miniature reenactment of the Second Battle of Bull Run. This is actually supposed to be a computer game of it, although it's not exactly the same. The troops are kind of different. They're all chosen bot and everything, and the battlefield's a little bit different as well, and people are coming from a different way, but it's the same kind of general idea. Those of you who know Bull Run, over here is Henry House Hill. You can kind of see over here, and there's the road. I think it's supposed to be Williamsburg Pike. Anyway, other forces are a bit different. These are the Confederates. Before we get into the forces, I'm having some Mike's Hard Lemonade tonight.
I'm having hard alcohol because I'm not a girl.
That's our drinks for ourselves. That's the most important part of this. So, the Confederates have Volunteer Infantry, Terry's Texas Rangers,
Where's Walker?
There's the Orphan Brigade, and looking for their parents, Confederate Militia.
Mommy? Mommy?
Mommy? Mama!
Okay, I'm sorry. That's probably the saddest thing I've ever done. Sorry.
Light Horse Artillery, Terry's Rangers, some cavalry back there. What's this?
Sharpshooters.
Confederate Sharpshooters. Coming up through the wood. Here, let's look at what they're like. They look kind of cool, I think.
Looks like a tree.
Ah! The trees are alive. This is Lord of the Rings all of a sudden.
Some dudes behind the tree. Howdy, soldiers.
There's the Sharpshooters.
I haven't seen you around these parts in a while. Hey, whoa, only but one lady. Hey, stop that, stop that. Ah, too many.
Ah! Where's that? The commander seems to have his head down. Doesn't know where he's going. All right. John Bell Hood is our commander today, although it just says John B. Hood. We'll take a quick look at him.
But you're not a nerd who knows everything about the Civil War. No, not you.
Not me. By the way, you can find my own Civil War game at commandcombat.com. It is not the battle report site. It's actually a miniatures Civil War game. Confederate Militia, Texans. I'd be John Bell Hood's Texans. Militia, Greg's Brigade. Oh, Greg's Brigade. Okay, he's actually he's one of Stonewall's favorites. Let's take a look at him real quick. Alright, there's Greg's Brigade all getting ready. Oh, actually not that high. Alright, and then over here, we got Stonewall Jackson. Oh, he's not going with his group,
Hey, we got the stoners.
And Confederate Cavalry, regular infantry, volunteer infantry,
Idiots.
and regular infantry. I better get on over here to the Union unit here because, you know, the battle looks like it's starting to get started way out there. Confederates are all marching and the Union guys are coming down into these woods. So over here, it looks like we got some Zouaves over on the left. Yeah, we sure do. They're the ones that kind of dressed very similar to...
Hold on, I think I have a problem with this flag. How many stars are on there?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's a good question.
That looks like closer to a more modern flag than the...
If anybody wants to freeze that, I'm kind of moving on with the thing, but yeah, we'll have to freeze that.
Because didn't the original flag have like the colonies and the circle of stars?
Oh no, that was the first one with when it was in
the Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to take a look at that, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Although, given I don't want to know enough to do it myself.
Well, they had an interesting flag in that they had the same. They still had the stars. This is the 54th Massachusetts, by the way. That was the 1st Black Regiment. This is the one that was portrayed in the movie Glory. So that's, yeah, now 34th one. Anyway, they kept the stars that were still that had joined the Confederacy, so it was like they denied, even on their flag, that the Confederacy had left. Anyway, so over here we got Union Volunteers,
Idiots.
Volunteers,
Idiots.
Volunteers.
Idiots. Always get paid, people, I'm just saying.
And Sherman.
Ooh, Sherman.
Well, they're not volunteers and they're not getting paid. It's people who are not drafted.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering why you're calling them idiots. I'm like, you're going to offend a lot of people here.
No, because I thought it meant like, oh, we're going to volunteer to get shot at and not get paid. And I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah, No,
At least send some money home, you know?
Although the 54th wasn't getting paid.
Well, that's because there's so many things not right about what's going on there.
Exactly. That was their whole thing. But they're not idiots. All right, so here's the Irish Brigade. Oh, they don't have their specialty flag. That's too bad. They had a special green flag because they were the Irish Brigade.
Aww.
When I did some reenacting, I was with the Irish Brigade. Of course, did a horrible Irish accent. Union Cavalry over here on the left.
So you did reenacting?
A little bit, yeah. And then over here, up on the hill, you got a bunch of Union artillery. What is that?
Smoke.
10-pounder Parrots.
Smoke on the hillside.
Looks like they're shooting their long-range ones while they're off in the distance there.
Let's see. Oh, there's some artillery going down.
Oh, and then there's some more. Who is this guy over here? Union Cavalry. So I guess what the Union is probably... Oh! Looks like somebody already got killed.
Oh, goodness.
Enemy general killed. Oh. I'm not sure who it was.
Yeah, it seems like generic general.
No, actually, everybody's a general here. I'll have to take
everyone
a
is a certain general that occurred in history.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, all the generals. Well, actually, you can choose a generic general, but I chose all the regular ones. Ooh,
but the computer didn't choose
no.
generic, or you chose for it?
I chose both armies and then let them go at it.
By the way, if you look at the miniatures game, commandcombat.com, in order that each of those generals not only are real generals from the Civil War, but they also have specific, what do you call that?
Like special abilities.
Special abilities. There you go. Specific abilities to each general.
Exactly. So like Jackson has like a stonewall ability. If you get him in 61, he has a stonewall ability where they don't retreat.
A giant stone cojones. Yeah.
Exactly. 62, he has a special fast marching. What do you call it? Horse
special
infantry.
fast cojones. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
It's like horse infantry or something like that, where they move faster.
There you go.
Stuff like that. So actually, the battle is getting. I'm kind of having trouble remembering because a lot of stuff's happening here.
Kind of just going at each other. But there we go. Here we go. We got shots.
Yeah, we got shots down here too. Looks like the Confederates are charging over here.
Basically, all right, charge something. That's a long ways to charge. That's not very smart to charge that long away.
Well, it looks like basically the overall strategy is. Yeah, looks like fireworks.
It did look like it was pretty.
Shooting down there. Looks like they've taken a lot of captures there. Dang. That tree. What are the guys shooting at? Shooting up at them. And yeah, it's hard to maneuver around in this thing.
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees down in here. Oh, well, anyway, I'll pull back up here. So yeah, it looks like the Union strategy here is that they got up on this this ridge up here. Yeah, exactly. They put their infantry up on this ridge and anchored it with cavalry on that side and cavalry on this side. Dismounted the cavalry, but it looks like that the Confederates are going in and charging that cavalry. Because cavalry is not very good at being charged by infantry.
Everybody to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front. So I thought it was just funny they all were moving to the front.
To the right, to the right. Who is this? The Orphan Brigade. Ooh.
We have nothing to lose. We're orphans. Tell my mother I love her.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, we don't know which one. Okay then.
Foot cavalry. That was what I was thinking about. That's the Jackson special ability in my command combat game. Is they call foot cavalry, which is the 62 version of Jackson, because they move faster. That's what he did in 62. Alright.
Boom. Boomity boom.
Well, it looks like the Union coming to the aid of the cavalry there was successful.
Oh yeah, they're running away.
Run. So the Confederate attack on... Run away! Run away! Run away! Confederate attack on the Union right was unsuccessful. Oh, looks like now they're going at the Union left.
Run! Why? They have keggers! Run!
Go get them!
Oh, I hit that tree! Oh, your name's Bono!
Well, although, who's that? It's volunteer infantry. Although that is the way that one of the generals, Antietam got his guys to go across. It was Burnside. He said, trying to get them to cross over this bridge and charge these Confederates. They wouldn't do it, because there was sharpshooters up there. Finally says, okay, first regiment to get across gets a free thing of alcohol, like every single man gets like a barrel of booze or something like that. And immediately they all stood up and ran across.
I would.
Yeah. In fact, actually...
What is this river here? It looks kind of muddy.
I think that's supposed to be Bull Run Creek. Again, I'm not...
Okay, so a creek would be kind of muddy. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to cross a river. I think that's... I think it's just sort of not a great representation of the battlefield completely. It certainly is, like, not where the men were.
Well, it's guesstimate and probably playing along with the other battles that existed with the other Total War game changer this was modified off of.
That's true. That's probably what it was.
So because it's not an original done series. Because otherwise, yeah, it would have been probably completely accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in fact, this particular battle was the real-life one. The Confederates were the defenders, and they were holding on to an unfinished railroad while the Union came at them. In this case, it's sort of like the Union is holding the position while the Confederates are coming at them. And boy, are they coming after them. Man, look at that.
You know what? I'll be the one who says it. When you see that many bodies scattered along the ground like that, you stop thinking of them as people and start thinking of them as your little army guys when you were a kid. That's really sad.
That is really sad. Look at that guy on the bottom right. He's like really spread out. And that guy really, actually a couple of people like that.
I mean, I'm almost starting to go like, well, that one kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson and his Invincible tour. And this one over here reminds me, oh man, look, it's like a centipede or something. It's got like 6 legs.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the guy on top of the other guy. Those are some,
that's some ants. They got like 6 legs.
That's a sad sight.
That's sad that I'm Alright, let's go somewhere else.
So here we are. Well, this is a lot of fighting going on. Looks like the Confederates are about to charge over here on the Union right.
Looks like there's some booming over here and booming over there. Can we go to the booming?
Well, right now, actually, it looks like they're actually pushing through. You're going to get a bunch more booming in a second.
I just see people running.
Yeah, the Confederates managed to push off some of the guys here on the right flank. And it looks like the cavalry's still there. But without anybody to support them, I don't know for how much longer.
So what is the point of the cavalry if they can't come in and, like, run over people?
Well, typically what they were good at in this case was to be like, fast-moving infantry. So you would usually use them to rush over to somebody and hit their flank and, basically dismount, shoot their flank, and then run around a little bit more. In this particular case, the Union player seems to be using them to just protect the flank, which usually what you do is you just sort of hold the flank, and when they try to come at it, you jump on your horses and you ride away. It looks like he didn't get on his horses in time, and so he's being kind of run over. They usually are not meant to hold a position like this. Usually, if they get hit by infantry, they're pretty well done.
Don't hurt those horses. Don't you dare hurt those horses. I will... No, don't you even think about it.
Looks like they're leaving the horses alone.
Good. My little pony didn't do nothing to you. Run, horsies, run!
Run, horses, be free.
This is a human battle. This has nothing to do with you.
Well, so far, not a single horsey is gone. He's gotten killed. But while that's going on, let's take a look over here at the rest of the battle. Looks like, look how the Confederates are starting to surround that little knob that the Union is on. But the Union keeps pushing them away, so they keep going up and they keep getting out. Now that one's turned towards them. What is that? Confederate militia versus volunteer infantry. So let's see how they do.
Now, is it generally that the militia is less trained than an infantry?
Exactly.
Okay.
Local guys.
Bring your knives and pitchforks. We're gonna go have a war. against Shrek? Yes!
Against Shrek? Why are they attacking Shrek?
Because remember in the movie Shrek, Shrek says, bring your knives and pitchforks, we got to get the ogre!
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Oh, I don't get those.
Not either.
Oh, they took down some Confederates, but now
But
they're about to shoot back. Ow! Turkey, turkey. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention that. I didn't mention my mic card. I also have. Finally, I also have some turkey.
Keeping it classy.
That's right. Well, let's see what else is happening over here while they try to take the Union right. Oh, it looks like they attacked the... Oh, here we go. Here's a cavalry charge. Oh, it looks like the Confederates may be dismounted and the Union is just kind of charging through the horses.
Come on, horsies, join the Union! Nay!
Nay.
We have Rainbow Bright! Nay! And Buttercup!
You know what I forgot? Is there is this entire other section of the battle going on.
Oh,
way over
good
here.
lord, why do I allow you to drive ever?
I don't know. Looks like they're up on
You
the-
know, you always want to stop and ask for directions, but when you need to, you don't.
Well, okay, we have on this knob here, we got Union engineers, volunteer infantry, Confederates have engineers.
Okay, all the engineers should go back home and make, like, I don't know, better weapons.
Oh, here's how they... oh, nope, running away. See, what the cavalry really is good at is sort of like a lightning raid. When the enemy is not expecting them, when they're kind of in motion or something, and they hit them, then they can do quite a bit of damage. But if the enemy is formed up and ready for them, usually they don't do very well because the bayonets are sticking straight out.
So they're kind of useless, except for in certain circumstances.
Exactly. They were very useful in war up to this point, but the cavalry... Ah, here we go. That's where they're useful. Notice how the Confederates were in motion at the time that they charged. Now, it used to be the cavalry was very, very powerful. This is the first war in which cavalry stopped being quite so useful. The reason is for there's a lot of different things. Mainly it has to do with the fact that the weapons would fire more times by the time the cavalry got to them. And they hadn't really practiced a lot of horse tactics.
There was actually glue, and they figured this was a good way to get around that.
Exactly. So, here we go. So, I mean, like you can see here, it was actually useful in certain circumstances. It just hadn't been, in years past, you would have the cavalry charge anywhere and just slaughter.
But mainly because of the weapons and the way they could be used, and multiple shots and accuracy and that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why, cavalry became less useful, but they still had a use on the battlefield. You could still use them in like lightning raids, threatening people's areas and flanks. You could go up there and dismount on their flanks and everything. So anyway, so now we got 2 against 1. These are the Confederate Zouaves, probably more like trying to represent the Louisiana Tigers, which was basically a group of criminals that went out fighting. And in my command combat game, we have the Louisiana Tigers. They, what do you call it? There's a special rule where whenever they go over dead bodies, they oftentimes have to stop because they go, hey, we want to rob these bodies. You get victory points for doing it, but you can't always control them. They kind of go over where there are a lot of bodies. It's like, we're going to start looting now. And you're like, no, keep on going forward. And they're like, no, screw you. We're going to stop here and steal stuff.
Happens to me most Friday nights when I go out with the girls.
You come across a lot of bodies?
Wait, those guys, they just don't take no for an answer. And then I tell the girls we're going to get moving, and they're like, body, gotta loot.
That's... I don't mean not to go out with you anymore.
So if anyone wants to join ladies night...
Well, it looks like there's a charge about to happen here on the Tigers. Who is this charging them? Volunteer infantry. What is going to happen here?
So returning to an earlier conversation, the volunteer infantry would actually be more like our typical army and armed forces now, and that people choose to join.
Exactly.
It's not that they're like volunteering so much as choosing to be hired or applying for the job.
Precisely.
Okay. I think volunteer is a poor choice of word there, but can't change history. Unless I'm the winner.
Yeah. Oh, you can change it now. The Confederates can. Oh, I guess they can't. They're all running.
Poke.
Oh, so this entire flank looks like the Union has got them. How are they doing on this other side? Ooh, the other side doesn't look too good. Looks like that knob they were on. Oh, those Confederates seem to have pushed them out of there. Because remember, that fight was happening right on over here. That's where the dismounted cavalry was, but not anymore. And this is where they had been outflanking them, and they had some more guys on here. But apparently, they all got pushed off. So now the cavalry is heading on up here towards the artillery. Now, artillery does have canister, so that can be kind of devastating. But looks like the hill's kind of in the way. Oh, they scared the horses away. Now, they do have one thing in here that's kind of interesting, is the different types of guns. So you can see the howitzers here. Those are going to shoot sort of lob projectiles up and explode above, their targets or whatever. So especially if their targets are inside of some kind of cover, they can shoot over the cover. Over here, we've got Napoleons. These are the ones that
have one arm shorter than the other?
Exactly. They're better at short range, not at their long range. The shots themselves. Oh, that guy's.
How's that guy loading
that
gun?
He's kind of missing it. But the shots, when they hit, they bounce. When they hit the ground, the shots themselves bounce. But they're very good at close range. And so if somebody charges these guns, they're really good at massacring them. Over here, meanwhile, they have parrots, which are like rifled guns.
They're not like birds?
No, not like birds. But they fly a long ways like
Over here we have annoying birds. That'll get the army.
Exactly. They start singing obnoxious songs.
Oh, down by river.
See what happens when you get liquor in this woman?
Can't be helped.
It certainly can't.
And yet you keep asking me to come back. Why is that?
I don't know.
So if you have any concerns or complaints about my being on this commentary, the email address is
www.suckit.com. Oh, you mean the real email address?
I could go either way, dude. I really don't care.
You can put it on the comments. Yeah, I know you will. Oh, there goes Custer. Hey, Custer, make your last stand.
Oh, really? That's it?
That's Custer.
Him and 4 dudes.
Yeah, well, him and his staff.
4 dudes.
Oh, that's just his staff. That's not the army. That's not his army. He's the commander of this entire wing.
Oh, okay.
Sherman's the commander of the other wing that kind of got destroyed and only has artillery left. So it's kind of, I guess it's turned into this Union left wing survived and the Confederate left wing on the other side survived. So now it's sort of a battle this direction. So anybody who, I got dizzy through all this, my apologies. I'm kind of new at this, but basically one of the reasons I'm doing this in addition to miniatures is so, even if you're a miniature player, you can see one of these battles and kind of see how they, what they look like, because, there we go. Now there's why you don't charge cavalry after these guys. Although it might actually
After you've been lined up?
Oh, yeah. Well,
There you go. Yeah, some of these historical war games can be pretty interesting too. I like the miniatures games. I mean, okay, there's actually moving each unit individually, and each little stand individually is different than telling the entire regiment. Is that correct?
yeah.
To move, but there's some similarities there.
Exactly. Well, and then, you get to, see how things go on the battlefield and, see what they look like and all that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I want to kind of do both computer games and miniatures games because I like to do both, and I think there's value in both of them.
And also, if you're into the computer games, especially the historical war computer games, you might try the miniatures games we've done before. It's, as I was saying just before, that it's a little more detail-oriented, that you get to control a few more things, and you're not exactly against the clock of a computer when you do it.
Exactly.
Which can be rather nice at times.
Exactly. That's well said. Very well said.
So See what happens when you get liquor in the sleeve?
Oh, here comes some Union cavalry now.
Somebody killed a horse. Jeff, I don't like this game anymore.
Somebody
killed a horse.
I was going to point that out. Oh, there goes Jackson.
Screw you, Jackson. Somebody killed a horse.
I was going to point that out, but I was like, you know, you're saying such nice poetic things about miniatures that I don't
Okay,
want to
screw
interrupt you.
war. I'm going to go be a hippie. Somebody give me a flower in my gun.
See, you kill the people, and Jamie's like okay with it, but he
Hey,
didn't
they
kill
were
a
bastards.
horse.
They deserved it.
But then you kill a horse, and suddenly...
You suck.
Oh. Where's Jackson going? It's like, there's men are all fighting and dying. He's like all running off.
Jackson.
Jackson!
Like Jackson.
He's running back after these people. Oh, okay, there's some Confederate artillery over here. I didn't even know. Where are they firing at? Let's take a look.
That big open field. Screw you, big open field.
Yeah.
I hate grass. Crabgrass forever.
It looks like Jackson's coming back to them to like yell at them or something. Or to build.
Quit! It's destroying the grass. It's part of the ecosystem.
Yes, Jackson the environmentalist.
That could totally be a movie. I mean, there was Abe Lincoln, Vampire Slayer, and now there's Jackson, environmentalist.
Like a very exciting movie, though.
Most of them are not very exciting movies.
That's true. Actually, that's a good point. But what would Jackson exactly be doing? Would he be like, you know, hey, save the tree, man. Don't shoot the tree, man.
No, I didn't say him.
Oh.
So he could still have his sword, and when somebody's like, I don't care, I'm gonna burn down these trees. Whoosh, krong, there goes his head.
Okay.
I have no idea where I'm going with this. If you have any problems with this, please feel free to leave comments. Because Lord knows I don't read them.
Yeah, exactly. We will very beautifully ignore them.
Yep.
No, actually, we don't. I actually read the comments and cry every time somebody criticizes it. But I love it when people say nice things. Or, you know, if you have a suggestion for, you know, like certain battles you'd like to see or certain units or whatever, definitely, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Please do.
Oh, looks like that's going to be the end. Well, thank you for watching, everybody.
Who won?
It's a draw. And normally...
You both suck. Got
yeah,
it.
exactly. Normally I'd be playing against some people, but in this case, I don't really know anybody else who has this particular mod, so I played it against the computer.
Although, if you do have this mod, please, please, please leave your username, or, I don't know, does YouTube allow you to message the people?
Let me know, and we can we'll go on here and set something up. All right, well, thanks for watching, and also watch our others. Be sure to subscribe and watch our other videos. Subscribe so you can watch not only this, but we also have miniatures games, and we're gonna have some board games, all you know, war game type of things. So thank you for watching, and be sure to also watch at www.